If you watched My Hero Academia, you will know that Minoru Mineta is obsessed with girls, not men. If you don't know what I'm talking about the manga. More exactly, when Caleb Cook translated the phrase, "I never thought it was your power that made you awesome. I fell for you when you were scared and sweating buckets and cracking in your boots." So in case you still don't know what made people think that Mineta is bi, is the phrase "I fell for you." But I guess even if he said "I love you man," that doesn't mean it was bi. Because guess what? You can love somebody even if you don't find them sexual, if you don't want a relationship with them. You can love somebody as a friend, as a family. So there's no issue with the translation. Sometimes people see what they want to see and not what's the truth. But is it really an issue if it was? I mean, clearly if it was a comic book, it was forced. Clearly if it was an American stuff, it was forced. America is abusing this type of marketing. I have no idea what America does anymore. Well, we actually know what they are doing. They are changing a race or a sexuality and they think their product is good now. Even though they don't really make a good story. They just use the LGBTQ or feminist groups to sell, or I don't know, because they're not selling that well. Let's be real, if it's an anime or manga, we don't really care if it's a LGBTQ person, if it's a different race or something like that. Because in manga or anime, it's usually not forced. And I hope things will continue that way. I mean, let's be real, there's a lot of LGBTQ people, a lot of different races, a lot of different people in anime. But when that type of stuff is there, it's because of a story. They don't sacrifice a story just so they can have a LGBTQ person, a female or black person or white person or whatever. So I think if we find out that a person in an anime or a manga is LGBTQ, I think that's not an issue. The only issue I have is when America is trying to change something that's not theirs. I stopped watching American stuff a long time ago. Don't get me wrong, there's still some good shows, but I stopped watching the American stuff because the drop in quality. Sure, they had a big budget for explosions and other stuff like that, but the story was bad. Since then, since 10 years ago or something like that, nothing really changed. They just added some LGBTQ people, some feminists, some different races, but their story remained the same. So I'm not refusing to see the American stuff because of LGBTQ, because of a different race, because I stopped watching the American stuff a long time ago. More exactly when they stopped making new stuff and they just milked and milked and milked the IPs over and over and over. But they also lost their creativity from their IPs. So yeah, I don't really have an issue with that because there's a lot of anime that I didn't see. And oh my god, the anime and manga is so entertaining. And it has something for everybody. You always see new characters, you have different kinds of anime and manga. You don't need to change an anime that you know because there's an anime or a manga for everybody. So yeah, it was strange if Minoru Mineta was bisexual because he never showed that. He always was obsessed with girls. But it's not a big deal to see bisexual characters in anime or manga. So I just hope that people understands this. Because the diversity coming from the Japanese people is different from the American diversity. American diversity is forced. Japanese diversity is, let's say, creative. I'm not saying that the Japanese market doesn't have a lot of copy-paste stuff, but even when you have the copy-paste, let's say the isekai virus, we see the isekai stuff all over the place. But even if the main story is kind of the same, they never lack creativity. They show a story from different points of views, they make fun of the isekai, they take it seriously, basically they try to make it entertaining. They try to be creative, they don't try to copy-paste to make easy money. But of course, you can still find people that are like that. The difference is that in anime or manga, you have a lot of choices. so they don't reuse the same characters over and over and over with lack of creativity. They just change some race and some sexual orientation. They try to come with a different story. And that's the difference between manga and American comic books. So my point here is that we should not mix the American stuff with the Japanese stuff. Because I think if the Japanese stuff wants to add a bisexual or any LGBTQ person, it's because it's part of the story. I live in a very conservative country, but even since I was little, I always supported the LGBTQ community. I mean, if somebody likes a boy instead of a girl or a girl instead of a boy, what's the problem? But yeah, the American stuff, instead of helping the LGBTQ, instead of making people understand that we are all the same, even if you like a boy instead of a girl, or if you identify yourself as a boy and you are a girl, that should not matter. You are human like everybody else. What should matter is who you are as an individual. And that's why I hate the American stuff. More exactly, the woke stuff, how they call it. Because that stuff doesn't try to unite us. They are always trying to create a barrier, that we are different because of our race, because of our sexual orientation. And that's not right. So this is why the American stuff is creating more rage when they try to create diversity. Because they use the diversity as a barrier. They are telling us what to like, what to hate, what to support, what to vote, and to what corporation should we sell our soul to. So this is why American woke stuff creates so much hate, because they are using diversity as a weapon. They don't care who you are as a person, they judge you by the color of your skin. The exact definition of racism. So if you're wondering why so much hate in America, it's because of this stuff. This is why people rage so much when America tries to tell us about diversity or LGBTQ or whatever. Because most of the Americans who talk about this, they are spoiled little brats. People who have a real easy life without real issues. They have no idea how it is to grow up without food, without heat during the winter, with schools full of rats that don't even have the toilets inside the school. They probably have no idea how it is to not afford something. And by something, I'm talking about something simple, like candy or even bread. Anyway, I think we will see more and more stuff like this. More exactly, people who see that nobody cares about the comic book industry from America, so now they are moving to the Japanese stuff. But I think Japan doesn't really care for people on Twitter, and I hope things remain that way. Because the Japanese stuff, even if it doesn't make a lot of money, it creates a big and powerful fan base. A fan base that in the end will make a lot of money. America, for example, got greedy. They don't care about the fan base, they just want to make money easy and fast. So why try to make good quality stuff? Just make a lot of bad stuff and sell it to China. Or just make a lot of bad stuff because you don't really need creativity or a big budget. And if you use a label from a well-known IP, then for sure you will make easy money from the people who just want to see Spider-Man, for example. And they don't care how bad the movie is, they just want to see Spider-Man for some reason. Anyway, I think most of us already know this kind of stuff, so the only issue is with the extremes. People who want to force diversity and people who hate diversity. Both extremes are awful. And the most vocal and active on social media. Because the rest of the people are too busy reading, playing, watching. And when the companies see that they don't make enough money, they start to blame their fans, that they are racist and wah 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 wah. Anyway, I wanted to make a short video, but somehow it ended up being over 9 minutes. I'm trying to make more content and make it shorter. My main problem is that I usually don't care that much. When I'm sure I don't like a movie, a game or whatever, I just don't watch it. And I avoid buying stuff from that company in the future. So I deleted a lot of videos because I lost interest in them. I didn't find the same energy to finish the video. And sometimes it appeared that I care too much or I am too angry about something. Because many times the way that I'm talking, it comes out that I'm very angry, I'm very passionate. But in reality, at the end of the day, I don't really care that much. I'm just trying to make things entertaining, and I want to talk about the stuff that I'm interested in. It's like people stopped caring about entertaining, about comedy, and all we care about now is how to get angry, how to hate, how to dislike. And I'm not talking about shitting on a bad game, a bad movie, a bad book. I'm talking about being angry with each other, for reasons that are not important. Anyway, I promise that I didn't talk so much just because I wanted to reach the 10-minute mark. I'm usually a person who doesn't say much or talks too much. So after I made 4 or 5 minutes of this video, I wanted to stop, but for some reason I felt like I didn't make myself understood, and I had to add more and more details to what I wanted to say about this misinterpretation of Mineta's sexual orientation. Anyway, I still don't understand why so many people care so much about his sexual orientation. It's like that's more important than his story, than his superpowers. What the fuck is wrong with people?
遺跡の周辺に出現する野獣は